Hi. Uh, Today, on demand of uh, students' demand, how we need to develop the paragraphs. Paragraphs are mostly we have the five major objects. One is to make ensure that everything stick to the topic. You need to frame the topic into the different paragraphs. This is the one we have to do that. The second one, how you need to keep the paragraphs. Uh, it should be logical and a sequential order, or maybe the chronological or the logical order you may use it. And third one, we may talk about the development of the paragraphs. At least depends upon the number of strong points or the points to point one, point two, point three. Depends upon the question and the size of your paragraph writing. And the next key point is you need to look at that the selection and the usage of the word choice is most important aspect. So you need to write clear and synonym and antonym to develop your paragraphs. Finally, another important aspect is editing. So editing in the sense that the before mind mapping and come to the your thought process, a plan of action, put it in a paragraph. For this, we need one important aspect to discuss today is cohesive devices. Cohesive devices, you may connect with your paragraph, sentences, and overall layout of your writing. All these are elements we need to look at that. For instance, you need to write in order to avoid the repetition of the the word uses throughout your essay or a paragraph. You need to use that the different pronouns or the substitution of the pronouns you need to use. This is the first and foremost thing. Second element, you need to work it out ellipses. You need to use that appropriate ellipses, especially substitution for your noun or a verb or a clause. You need to use that the appropriate replacement of the phrases, the ellipses you need to use. And other one we may consider the conjunctions are most important to connect with your sentences. Most frequently, relationship between sentences by adding elements like moreover, however, in addition to further, in detail, besides. On the other hand, these are the kind of additional details you are going to give. For instance, you are going to give these some more elements like casuality, the reasons you are going to give that because, hence, therefore, first, uh, these are the kind of the words we are going to use the connections for your situations by using the conjunctions. Next one is references. You need to give the what are the point you are describing or narrating, persuading, or discursive, even argumentative. Whatever the way you are writing, the connectors are most important to write in the order with your evidences. Last and uh, most important aspect is lexical cohesion. Yes, cohesion is nothing but you need to uh, link between the two situations or two paragraphs, two sentences by carrying the most of the parts of speech like verbs, nouns, adjectives. There are two types of lexical cohesions, namely reiteration and collocation, right? Collocation. These are the things you need to consider and work it out. And I just mentioned here, you need to look at that some of the connectors sequence order, first, second, third, finally, next, meanwhile, after, so and so forth. Subsequently, first of all, by the timeline or the time, and eventually, these are the some connectors you may use your paragraphs and sentence connectors, which gives your like you know uh, quality of writing, especially the paragraph quality of writing. Now, I'm just giving you a chance to check your ability of how you are using the cohesive devices in your writing. Write a paragraph either chronological or a sequential order, but it must be cohesive of your paragraphs or sentences related to the given question or paraphrased in your own words. Okay. For your descriptive writing, you are going to write 350 to 450 with 40 to 45 minutes time period. So you need to complete it. More or less, you are doing and applying the same thing for the narrative writing, argumentative writing, discursive writing, and persuasive writing. All these are the types of pieces of writing, but all these must need to include cohesive devices. Cohesive devices, you need to connect the paragraphs and sentences. Let us see in the next video with a new topic. Have a great day. See you in the next video. Stay safe. Be happy. Thank you.